Pre-aiming has a place in so many competitive FPS games. It's a habit that can be utilized across multiple titles and even genres. Games like Counter-Strike, Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, and Halo all share something in common. At some point, you're gonna have to turn a corner and face an enemy. Pre-aiming, or preemptive aiming, is the act of setting up your crosshair so that you're already aiming at an enemy before they even appear. Halo is no stranger to this strategy. Pre-aiming almost evolved over the Halo titles. In slower games like Halo 3, player positioning was so crucial due to the lack of mobility such as sprints. Since players move through the map slowly and the consequences of missing your shots are so high, it was very common for players to keep their crosshair at head level to ensure the highest chance of getting the kill and getting it first.
The 343 engineer's like, oh, he's about to drop it. I'm down.
Fast forward several years and we still see the strategy in Halo 5. Since Halo 5 has such enhanced movement, pre-aiming and predetermining spawn positions are so important to learn since the player can traverse the map so fast in various ways. A good example of a player that is so fluid with these tactics is Saiyan. Let's take a look at some examples of how Saiyan practices efficient pre-aiming techniques to get some spicy multi-kills, and later go over a great tool with our good friend OFSR Eagle where he'll teach you the best positions to pre-aim on his custom maps.
No, dude, that was sick.
Dude, that was sick, and here's why. Every kill in this clip was executed beautifully due to Saiyan's incredible pre-aiming. At the start, he's already in the middle of a fight with a player top red. He lands 4 shots, but the player thrusts behind cover before Saiyan can finish him off. Getting aggressive, Saiyan pushes his enemy, but watch as he moves around the corner. He has his reticle at head level at all times. This is so if his enemy is right behind the corner, Saiyan simply has to just pull the trigger, rather than adjust his aim and then pull the trigger. His enemy is not there, which tells him he's hiding behind this pillar. He throws a grenade to fish him out and instantly moves his reticle to head level if and when the player decides to run out. He eats his grenade and Saiyan immediately shifts his focus to top mid, a high traffic area. Once again, always keeping his reticle at head level. Keep in mind that he's playing free-for-all right now, and in FFA, it's more about cleaning up kills rather than starting fights, so the chance of encountering an enemy with no shields is very high, hence the importance of always being ready at head level. He cleans up the kill and picks up the drop sniper while once again maintaining his reticle at head level that rewards him with a clean no-scope. He goes for the next kill, hits a body shot, and cleans it up with the pistol. Let's rewind just a bit. When he got that no-scope, it's almost as if Saiyan just let go of his right stick and aimed with his left. Since his reticle is at perfect head level from that no-scope, it's all about just lining it up for the next kill. So after he gets the no-scope, Saiyan knows he's already pre-aimed for the next kill and finishes him off for a spicy overkill. Pre-aiming is something that over time becomes muscle memory the more you practice it. Saiyan shows us again in this clip on Plaza, where he not only shows excellent pre-aiming, but also enemy spawn anticipation. Let's take a look at the clip, and after, our friend OFSR Eagle will break down its significance and show us a fantastic custom map that he made where you can practice these techniques to improve your own games.
Oh my god, clip it!
Hello, my name is OFSR Eagle. I'm a big fan of Halo, specifically Halo 5, and love seeing people get better. In fact, I teach Halo 5 lessons, and a key aspect of successful learning is finding and using great tools to help you get better. One of the most important aspects to Halo in general is reticle placement. You could call it pre-aiming. And normally that's something you would have to learn on your own through experience. So I made custom maps that train where to place your reticle when moving around the map based on the likelihood of an enemy being there. Now normally something that would take months to learn without knowing if it's right or wrong can now be learned in weeks, with feedback correcting your mistakes. Each of these maps have little boxes placed throughout where players commonly are, and you can know if you are aiming correctly or not by shooting them. If your reticle is placed directly on it, you'll hear a bell when you shoot it. It may seem overwhelming at first, but your goal is to just move around the map, and whenever you see a box in your field of view, line up your reticle to it. As you progress, more boxes will come to your sight, then aim accordingly. As you practice this, you will develop a muscle memory of where to aim before you see the box. This will translate into your games and gunfights, and soon you'll see yourself one step ahead of the enemy. Let's go back and take a look at that same clip. What may seem like godlike powers to know where an enemy is can actually be attributed to 3 aspects of reticle placement or pre-aiming. Number 1 is common movement, knowing the common or high traffic places that enemies occupy during the course of a game. You'll see that in his first and second kill. He looks towards flowers, doesn't see anyone, then looks to top gold and gets rewarded. Both are high traffic areas. Then he looks towards tram, doesn't see anyone, so he looks to posters. He picks up the second kill. The second aspect of pre-aiming is spawn knowledge. He knows there's a high likelihood of enemies spawning by blue spawn, based on the position of his teammates. He is correct in his prediction, but misses his shot. This leads directly to the third aspect of reticle placement, which is gunfight psychology. When in a gunfight, a player will move according to his surroundings, and more often than not, takes a common route. Saiyan knows that when he missed his shot, the enemy would hide and make an escape. He also knew that the likelihood of him running towards flowers was high, so he placed his reticle there in anticipation, giving him the amazing shot. You can learn how to download these maps to use yourself by watching my video about them in the description below.